the pretty girl. To the pretty girl.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenna and I'm a Cameroonian YouTuber based in Douala Cameroon. Thank you for clicking on this link. If this is your first time here and you've never seen my face, please click on that subscribe button. You will definitely love it here. This is a happy family. We have a lot of fun here. So today I'm going to be doing a collab. I'll be talking about cost of living in Cameroon, and yes, I'll be doing this with Elvine Jick. Elvine Jick is a Cameroonian YouTuber based in Douala. She is as well a mom of 3 like me, and on her channel she does sit down videos, she does a lot of DIY, she makes her own clothes, she does her own hair, she does her daughter's hair. I'm like, auntie, please can you bless my hands to be like you, because she's so talented. So I had to do a collab with her a couple of weeks ago, my evening routine, but I didn't, and I gave her a shout out here, and some of you, kind as you are, you went and subscribed to her channel. She told me some of you were there. I am so grateful for that. For those of you who did not go, Ali, start going. For those of you who did not go, please kindly go now. I'm going to drop the link of her channel in the description box. Like I said, we are going to be talking about cost of living in Cameroon, Douala versus Yaounde, to be very specific. Okay, so yes guys, I've been living in Douala for practically 8 years today. Yes, I've been living in Douala for 8 years today, so I believe I have enough knowledge about the town and certain things to be able to talk. Yeah, so I'm going to be giving in 2 perspectives, because I've lived in Douala on my own as a single lady, and then I have also lived in Douala like I'm doing now as a woman, as a married woman, a family of 5. Yeah, a married woman in a family of 5. Does that make sense? I actually like saying family of 6, because the woman who works here, she eats breakfast and lunch here, and sometimes she even takes dinner with her. So I like to say family of 6 in this case. First thing I'll talk about is electricity. Okay, so first of all, I don't pay electricity in this house. I do not pay electricity or water because of where my husband works. So I cannot give you like a specific amount of how much we pay. But speaking to friends of mine who have 3-bedroom houses like me, size and everything, who have like same thing, ACs and stuff like me, majority of them will tell me that on months that they don't use their ACs a lot and fan a lot, like they use it only when places are so hot they put it on and then later they put it off, they usually pay between 60 to 80k per month for electricity. But if they go on and just use their ACs any way that they want to use, at the end of the month they'll be paying bills between 100 to 150k per month. So that's how it goes with electricity if you're a family person, like family of 5, 6 like mine. But for me, being single, my electricity bill was always between 5 and 7k. Like honestly, I did not pay that much. Maybe it's also because I was hardly at home, but I had a fridge, I had a fan, I had a blender. Yeah, I had all those things, but my electricity bill used to just dangle between 5 and 7k. It never went anything above. Though some people will tell me it's expensive, but that's how I used to pay. So talking to people who live in the same kind of house as me will tell me that they pay water between 7 to 10k. 10k is on those months that they have used water until shared to the whole neighborhood. But yeah, but for me being single, I would say I used to pay water for 800, 2000 was the highest I could go for water. Like, what am I washing or what am I carrying? So yes guys, that is how much we pay for transportation. So transportation is also one of those things in Douala that takes people's money a lot, especially if you do not have a car. When I was working, I did not have a car. I used to take only bikes or taxis. So my house, lucky for me, my house was by the road, so I'll just stroll to the road and then I get a taxi. So every month I was going to use at least 30k for transportation, just for work, not for my other things. Like just for work I was going to use at least 30k. That's why sometimes when I hear people say, oh, why didn't you just take a job for 60k, I'm like, okay, so I'll take feeding 30, and then transportation 30, then I just stay like that. It cannot go. Just for transportation per month, I was going to use 30,000 for work, and then probably 10,000 extra for other runarounds, like to do other things and go to other places. That's basically how much I use. But as a family woman now, how much my husband would use for petrol per month, because it also depends on if you have a car or if you don't have a car. So now that we have a car, my husband uses to go to work. When he used to work in Kumasi, all through he has been working in Kumasi. It's just this year that he changed and he's no longer in Kumasi. So when he was in Kumasi, he would always he'll use between 20 to 30,000 francs per month. That is to go to work, come back, and then to run around. Like if I want to go to the market, if we want to go and greet somebody, like those run arounds, we use 30,000, nothing more than 30,000. And that also depends on the type of car that you have. So yes, that's basically like how much we use if we remain only in Douala. But on the months that we have to go to Boya, we use nothing less than 50k or more if we have to travel out, because you use more fuel when you go out. So yes, that is basically it when it comes to the transport. Next thing we're going to talk about is feeding. First of all, when it comes to feeding, it's difficult for me to give like an exact amount, because if a lot of things are to play when it comes to this. First of all, you know that there are different foods, different seasons and stuff. There are months that you have gifts, there are months that you don't have gifts, like people bring you stuff. There are months that people don't bring you stuff. So for me, feeding is one of those things that is a little tricky, so I cannot really give like an exact amount of how much I spend. But when I was single, I was going to spend like, for the office, I spend like 10 to 15k for feeding in the office, that I could go for lunch somewhere, or I could go to the bakery and buy something I eat. So I budget 15k for that. And then to buy my other groceries, my bathings and stuff, I budgeted 20k. Yeah, and it was 20k because my mom was always going to give me the potatoes, the garris, the rice and all that. So I'll just come and buy my baby soap, milk, sugar, Ovaltine and a few stuff. But as a woman of the house, just for my bathings, I think I used close to if I want to say bathings, I'm talking plus Myra's diapers. Only for Myra's diapers goes from like 15k. So Myra's diapers, toilet tissue, bathing soap, savon, all those things, we're going to be going between 40 to 50k for those things, before Ovaltine and milks and stuff like that. So guys, I cannot really say. What I'm going to say is, in Douala, right, when it comes to feeding, there's a place for you to eat according to the money that you have. Okay, so I feel like in Douala, when it comes to feeding, it just depends on how much you make and how much you're willing to spend. Because you could still have a family of 6 like mine, and you spend like 60k per month, 60-70k per month for food, while you could be in the same family like mine and you spend 150k, 200k, and it's still not enough. So all that will just depend on you. So there are families of 6 that will spend 70-80k per month. There are some that will spend 150k, there are some that will spend 200, 300, even more. So yeah, that's it for feeding. Another thing I'm going to talk about is Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is important to me. I mean that thing that we call Wi-Fi in Cameroon. Yes, I'm talking about Wi-Fi. There are, first of all, many different networks that you can use. There's Orange, there's MTN, there's Nextel, there's, I don't know, is Yumi still there? There are a couple. But I am a faithful MTN customer, okay? Even though MTN is doing us anyhow, I still hear people from the other networks still complaining. So good and fine, I'll stay where I am. Okay, so for my internet, I use the bundle where I pay 10,000 per month, and when I pay that 10,000 francs per month, they'll be giving me 1 gig a day. So that is just for my random browsing, like just chatting on WhatsApp, opening little videos on Instagram here and there. So I like it because it's discipline, because even if I spend the early part of my morning and I watch videos and my 1 gig expires, MTN does not gere me, as in they don't handle me. They sit and wait till the next day 12 a.m. That is when my internet, my 1 gig is renewed. So I like it because it teaches me order. I will not just go and be opening things anyhow. I also use the 5,000 bundle. It's called the MTN Yamo bundle. Okay, so you give 5,000 francs and they'll give you 8 gigabytes free, or they give you calls for 25,000 francs to on any network that you want to call. Okay, but me, I call it free because I don't make so many calls. So at the end of the month, they always take my money and go, because no matter how many times I call, I always have credit remaining. And then they also have free messages. That's something that I hardly do. The only person that message is my kid brother. So yeah, so approximately at the end of the month, I use 15,000 francs for internet. I'm going to go now to like house help, hiring help, and all whatnot. Okay, so when I was single, I was always tired, guys. Please don't judge me. I was always tired. Like, I was working Monday to Saturday, and I was leaving early in the morning, coming late in the night. So Sundays, I just wanted to chill. So on Sundays, I had this guy who would come and wash my clothes. He'll come and wash a pile of my clothes, and if he washes a pile, I'll give him like 2,000 francs. When he washes a pile, like once every 2 weeks or once a month. If it's once a month, I give him 5k, but if it's once after 2 weeks, I give him 2k. So that's like the only help I had. For every other thing in my house, the cleaning and washing and everything, yeah, the cleaning, cooking, I did it myself. But here now, I talk about it all the time. I have a nanny, and I don't know, I have a help. Should I call her help? Like, she's help/nanny. So what she does is she comes on Mondays to Fridays, morning to 4, like 7 to 4, and then on Saturday she comes 7 to 12. She has a half day on Saturday. So she basically helps me to clean, wash, iron. That's like her main job. The rest, when it comes to the kids, I do majority of it. The only other thing that she really does with the kids is to bathe them. Yeah, the rest I cook. I cook and I take care of the kids majority of the time. So yeah, that's like it. And having that nanny, we pay her 35k per month, but that's us. It just depends at the end of the day, the job description. I have friends that pay their nanny 50k because the nanny is hands-on, the kids, the house, the cooking, like stuff. I have some people who divide the 50k, give 25k to somebody who comes and cleans and irons, and then 25k to somebody who take care of the nanny. So all of those things just depends on you. Another thing about Douala that is cray is housing. See guys, housing is on another level. It is not easy to first of all see a house that you like in Douala. It is almost impossible for you to see a house that you like completely. Like, you see the parlor, a lot of people see my parlor and they're like, oh my god, can I in a mansion? You are dreaming. My room is so small. And then it's funny, the way they build houses in Douala is funny. Like, my house, my bedroom is small, but the kids room is bigger than my room. It's first of all difficult for you to see a house that you like, but when you now see houses, you just be hearing the prices, and I'm like, oh wow. Okay, so I'm going to give you like standard prices for houses, okay? And also it depends on where you have a house. Places like Bonaberry are those places that the prices of houses in Bonaberry are not that bad. Though as time goes on, as they are putting pavements on streets and as they have fixed the bridge, houses are getting more expensive in Bonaberry. But to get a house in Bonaberry, first of all, if you're looking for an apartment, like in this big apartment building that has like 10 different apartments with different people staying in it, majority of those apartments, when you see an apartment with like two bedrooms, 2 or 1 toilet, a parlor, kitchen and stuff, that one will cost you between 70 to 100k. Okay, when you want like a single house where you're alone inside, like this my own, majority of the houses cost from 130,000 to like even 300k. It depends now on how big the house is and stuff. Okay, so housing will just depend on where you are. If you go to somewhere like Bonaprizo, you want to look at a house like mine, you have to have at least 300, 350. If you go to a place like Bonamusadi, a house like this would be like 180, 200. So it just depends on where the house is and the environment and stuff like that, how secure it is. So before I used to have cable. That's something that's common in Cameroon. I don't know what is common in other places. Like they'd share, I don't know how they do it, but they share cable to your house. You call the cable company and then they'll come and connect a cable to your house. My first problem with the cable was that it was not clear. If small rain just falls like this, the thing would just disappear. Like you cannot see anything. It was so annoying. Cable was not clear. It used to be so stressful, and then when that happens, I'll find it really hard, because when you call the people responsible for the cable, before they will come, they'll stay like 2-3 days. So it was so stressful. After a lot of deliberation, my husband and myself decided to get DSTV. Okay, DSTV, before it wasn't that common in Cameroon, but now it's getting common, so we decided to get DSTV. So that is what we use now. We paid 75,000 for installation, and then we took a bundle that we paid 22,500 francs per month. Yeah, so we paid 22,500 francs per month. But there are different options. You could either go for the option that you pay 9,000 a month, you could pay for the one that is 13,500 a month, or our option, or you could even go bigger and pay 60k per month. Okay, so guys, we've come to the end of this video. Like I said, this is a collab. I'm collabing with Elvine, Jick. The link of her channel is in the description box. So after watching this, please just run to her channel, watch her videos, subscribe to her channel. I've been talking all day, my hair hurts. I need to go and rest now. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you